doesn't want me using the bike lane, CKRY 113. Dog 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane, CKRY 113.
Following options. Press 1 for Court Services Division. Press 2 for Permission Trans. Please select one of the following options. Press 1 for Administration Office. Press 2 for Provincial Offense.
Yeah, we have a problem here. You curve right into me. Yeah, Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane. You just drove into me. Help! This guy just drove into me on purpose. Yeah, we have a problem here. You curve right into me. Yeah, Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane. You just drove into me. Help! This guy just drove into me on purpose. Yeah, this is now assault with a deadly weapon. You just drove into me. Hello? Ah!
Get out of my way, man.
Yeah, that was just assault with a deadly weapon.
Get out of my way. Just get out of my way.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
You guys.
Yeah, this is now assault with a deadly weapon. You just drove into me. Hello? Ah! Yeah, that was just assault with a deadly weapon.
Get out of my way. Just get out of my way.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Is Toronto police lying? This footage shows a car drove in the wrong lane, swerved in front of and clipped the cyclist, and made the bike wobble dangerously. When the cyclist showed the Toronto police this footage, the officer encouraged the cyclist to report it to the collision center. At the collision center, another officer watched the footage and also confirmed the vehicle clipped the cyclist. The collision center started a collision report. Later, the Toronto police called the cyclist and said they reviewed this same footage again as evidence. Now they say there was no collision, that they talked to the driver, and the driver says the cyclist swerved into his vehicle. They say they reviewed this footage as evidence, and that is what the evidence shows. Instead of ticketing the driver for violations of the Highway Traffic Act, for driving in the wrong lane, crossing lanes at an intersection, and clipping the cyclist, the Toronto police are ticketing the cyclist. They have also wiped out the initial collision and incident report. Instead, they have created an incident report on the cyclist. Based on these facts, should you feel safe? Or do these facts show the Toronto police are lying thugs for Doug Ford and the Ontario Conservatives, lying to, harassing, and entrapping people who ride bikes? What do you think?
Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane, CKRY 113. Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane, CKRY 113. Yeah, we have a problem here. You curve right into me. Yeah, Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane. You just drove into me. Help! This guy just drove into me on purpose. Yeah, we have a problem here. You curve right into me. Yeah, Doug 4 doesn't want me using the bike lane. You just drove into me. Help! This guy just drove into me on purpose. Yeah, this is now assault with a deadly weapon. You just drove into me. Hello? Ah! weapon!
Get out of my way! Just get out of my way!
Assault with a deadly weapon!
You guys.
Yeah, this is now assault with a deadly weapon. You just drove into me. Hello? Ah!
Thank
Yeah,
you for
that was
calling.
just assault with a deadly
You
weapon.
have reached this message either
Just get
because
out of
all
my
of our
way.
agents are
Assault with a
currently
deadly
busy
weapon.
assisting other callers. Please leave a message and we will return your call in 24 to 48 hours.
Hello, my name is Tony Deep. My phone number is 416-537-2225, and my email address is my name, so tonydiep@tonydiep.com. Today is Thursday, October 30th, 2025, and I've been calling every single business day except for 3 business days since April 5th, 2025. And I've been leaving a message, and I've been asking you to reply by email. And it seems like doesn't seem like, evidently, no one is actually answering the phone at the Justice of the Peace Intake Court. Not even sure if the phone rings. Certainly no one's actually been returning voicemails, and no one has been replying by email as I've been asking you to for close to 8 months now. So today would be one of the days where Corporate Services Division is looking for me to do stuff such as the software I built for Corporate Services Division that's also being used by all the jails and external institutions and the OPP and the Toronto Police Service. So you, CSD, have been asking me to do work, and there's actually quite a backlog of work. And I'm not doing that right now because I have to take my afternoon break to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes waiting on hold for you, Corporate Services Division. And this would be one of the instances where, because Ministry of the Attorney General is not doing its job, literally not answering the phone for 8 months, is causing problems for itself, because right now there are people that are being sent the wrong information for their court dates, and I could be dealing with it, but I'm not, because I'm having to take my break to call the Ministry of the Attorney General, who runs the Justice of the Peace Intake Court, to try to swear in information in front of a Justice of the Peace. So one of the informations I need to swear is that a donor to the Progressive Conservatives and an acquaintance of Premier Doug Ford, a Mr. Robbie M. Kumar, who's the CEO of Kingset Capital, drove his vehicle into me in front of Queen's Park and then dragged me and my bicycle along University Avenue, making that assault with a deadly weapon. And then another information is Toronto Detective Constable Patil, with badge number 9581, and the driver of CXHR333 conspired to commit mischief in lying that I swerved my bicycle into the vehicle CXHR333. And the conspiracy was completed because Constable Patil actually served me a summons to appear in court. And I did appear in court as required, with video to show that Constable Patil lied. Constable Patil, however, did not show up. Nevertheless, because he committed mischief, that is something that I can swear in front of a justice of the peace. So I was given your number by the Crown, and I've been calling. And if you could email me with what you need from me, such as a particular form that you would like me to fill, and what you need me to bring, and what specific information you need from me, and if you could give me a time and a place and send that by email to me, that would be greatly appreciated. In the interim, because I need to get this in front of a justice of the peace, and to establish that I've been calling this office for 8 months, I'm putting these informations into videos and posting them onto social media. I am sending them to the justices of the peace in Toronto, and if you could email me with a time and a place and what you need from me, that would be great. Thank you very much. Goodbye.